I was watching the movie Changing Lanes, Samuel L. Jackson and Ben Affleck. Great movie if you never saw it. But it really made me realize that we're living in a digital world. I mean, it's not a joke anymore. Like everything is computers. That's why I know the future is definitely going to be AI. Everything is computerized. Everything. So what happened in this particular movie? Just to give you a little taste, Ben Affleck is a lawyer, and he's got a very very big case that he's handling. But he loses paperwork that was like huge to his lawsuit. Like it was like the defining moment. He lost the most important paperwork, right? Now Samuel L. Jackson found it only because they were involved in a traffic accident. Okay. Now what happened was Ben Affleck was in such a rush after they got to this accident. I think he wrote him a blank check. He made a lot of money. You know, he was racking in the dough as a lawyer, and plus his fiance, the father, was like the partner of the law firm. So this guy had it made in the shade. The most important thing was to get to court on time. Okay, get to court on time. I think, so Samuel Jackson was pissed off because he was like, look, you don't understand. I want to call the police. I want the insurance informed. That whatever. He wanted to do everything the right way. Ben Affleck said, not going to happen. I got to get to court on time. Here's a blank check. So ever since then, what happened was Samuel Jackson's whole life went upside down. He was in the middle of a custody case with his wife. He had to get to court too for the custody case or something, like some huge thing. Or anyway, they were in the process of getting divorced. He didn't show up on time. And the wife was like, F you, I'm taking the kid to another state. I got a job. So like Samuel Jackson's whole life just went upside down because of this traffic accident. Like this traffic accident messed up both their lives. Long story short, Samuel Jackson wanted revenge on Ben Affleck for what he did. Because in his mind, hey, because you ran off, you threw me that blank check, I'm not going to see my kid. I'm not going to see my wife. My whole life is upside down, right? So then I don't know what happened. I think he took off the rims on the tire. He wanted to kill him. It was like some crazy shit. But long story short, Ben Affleck did something that I really, you don't really think about it, but it can happen at any moment. He had this connection, this computer guy. He was like a computer whiz. And to get revenge on Samuel L. Jackson, he turned off his credit, everything, just everything he had, to prove that he was actually alive. It's all on the computers. It's all online, making money. He made him bankrupt, everything that you could possibly do to destroy someone. Now this really messed up his life because he was in the process of getting a loan to buy a new house. And the bank's like, look, according to your online records, you're bankrupt. And Samuel Jackson took the computer, he threw it up and he broke it. He goes, well, now it says I'm not bankrupt. He like flipped out. But the point of, just getting back to this video, everything is digital. Digitally, you can be a billionaire. Digitally, you can be poor. You can be bankrupt. You know what I mean? And it doesn't even matter. It's like everything is digital. Like very few people use cash anymore. It's like you could have like no cash, no nothing, but digitally you're the richest mother effer. You are rich. You're like stinking filthy rich digitally. And you could just keep buying and charging and do whatever you want. As long as that computer says you're rich, you're rich. But I think that's why I think a part of me always gravitated to real things, like real property, real estate, gold. You know what I mean? I like having something tangible. I can't explain it. There's something, I get like a comfort at night, Charlie Brown. What was that guy? The little kid, he had the blanket. He had that blanket for protection. It was like that little comfort. I don't know. I just like seeing things, and it's just something about the visual for me, like looking at a big house, looking at a ton of gold, looking at a ton of cash. And even though we live in a digital world, I can't explain it. I don't know. I don't get that sense from looking at a computer screen. Even if a computer screen said that I had billions and billions of dollars, I don't know. Computers change. Like you see what happened to Samuel L. Jackson. 1 minute he had good credit. 1 minute he had all this money digitally. Next minute he's bankrupt, bad credit. And I feel digital shit could always mess with you. But what can't mess with you is what's actually real. Like if you have a friggin' ton of gold, ton of cash, ton of real estate, that's real. That's tangible. I don't know. If you had a choice Would it matter to you if you were rich, digital rich, or real rich? Do you trust the digital world? Living in a digital world, in a digital world. Video is not financial advice. I am not a financial planner, but I am the greatest entertainer who's ever lived on planet Earth and the digital world and the universe. The one, the only Apefather coming to you in the digital world. Wow!